Hello everyone and welcome to this video vlog lesson. As I have mentioned in my color reviews, I will always talk about LRV. So what is the LRV in paint color? I think it is really important for you to know because every time I have my students over in my workshops working with clients, no one ever knows what the LRV is. Over the years working with paint colors, I have categorized them in different kind of groups of the LRV. This is really important to know and it will make a world of difference, especially when you're listening to my reviews, where that color belongs and what you can do with it. So what is LRV? LRV is a number that every paint color has that tells you how light or dark it is on a scale from 0 being black to the 100 being white. I believe the highest LRV we have in Dulux, it's 94, which is our vivid white. Higher LRV number, the paint color will be lighter and it will reflect more color. Lower the LRV number, the paint color is darker and it will absorb more light and reflect less. So that is very important for you to know. Now, if you go onto Dulux website, when you click on the color, you will see the specification. And once you click on the specification on your left hand side, you will see the LRV value, which for example, for white dark half, it's 71. And later on, you will see how I have categorized colors based on their numbers and what you can do with them. So let's have a look. And I just want to show you this example. This is the project I've done for the clients. You can actually have a look at this project before and after pictures on my website. And it is, this is Dulux Lexicon color. And you can see that on the side of the wall where there's no natural light, the color is much darker compared to the entryway, which is exactly the same color, how much brighter it is just because there's so much natural light hitting the color. To me, this is totally fine. It's Mother Nature, its way of building the home. But as long as you know that in certain areas your color will appear darker, these are the areas that I would focus on, especially for the afternoon, or if that particular room is facing north. I would introduce a lot of artificial light like a floor lamp or as you can see here, lovely console table with the lamp on it, or picture light. It doesn't really matter as long as you introduce something, and then in the afternoon you can still brighten that space because, you know, color needs light. That's just the way it is. And let's have a look at the way I have categorized them. So Dulux white paint colors. White paint colors would go from around 80 plus to 94, as I have mentioned before. And for instance, white paint colors typically have that LRV around 80 or sometimes 83 up to 94. Which means they reflect the most light and can make a room really appear lighter. And white paint, it's really a popular choice. I mean, everyone loves white paint for both interior and exterior, including the kitchen, doors, architraves, and skirtings. However, it is important to keep in mind that the LRV or white paint means it will reflect a lot of light, which can make a space look even brighter in rooms with a lot of natural light. So you either going to love that or you don't, and you want to calm the space down, sometimes using a bit of a color that has more depth in areas where you have a lot of natural light. On the other hand, in the darker room with the less natural light, the effect may not be as noticeable. Additionally, because white paint reflects so much light, it can appear different in each room based on the exposure of the natural light. So whether your room is facing north, west, south, or east. And for this reason, it is important to sample the color on the wall before committing to a particular shade, and especially if you have let's say if you're working with a client with the specific preferences, or you have specific preferences. And another consideration with white paint is it is really higher reflection value, which can cause it to reflect different colors based on the exposure of the room. Let's say if you have a lot of trees outside, especially if they like have that prominent green or some other color that can really bounce off the walls and bring that inside your house. But honestly, again, that is just something that it's beautiful. It's nature, that it's around you, and but it will change the color. The color will appear a bit different throughout the day, and as long as you're aware of that, that's all that matters. If it really bothers you, then install really lovely sheer curtains, and then it will be a bit of less of that. But I would not be that concerned. And as you can see here, when you look at your Dulux white paint colors, there's different LRVs. So Lexicon Quarter is, let's say, 90 plus, which is really bright. And then I think our lowest here is Charmed White. LRV is 84, and you can see that one has a little bit more depth to it. So it all, again, depends. Colors are not just picked up by what you like and what you want. There's a lot of other elements that are very important that I teach in my online course on how to create color scheme and choose that beautiful, perfect color for your space. There's a lot that goes into choosing a color. But we are now just focusing on the LRV and what these colors with these certain LRVs look like. So these are your white paint colors. As you can see, they're very bright, but they have a little bit slight depth to them. Now we are going into the off-white paint colors. So your off-white paint colors, the LRV 75 to 80. Off-white paint colors still reflect a lot of light, but they are much softer than your white paint colors and are perfect for clients who are not very keen on very bright white walls in their homes. And these colors are very popular when painting your open space or single rooms. So these colors you will actually paint your whole room. So if it's your dining or open living, you are using them to paint the whole space. They're really, really beautiful, as I have mentioned, especially if you have a lot of natural light. And if you paint your architraves and skirtings in white, you will create that amazing contrast. It's just going to look stunning. If you are working with a room that is very bright, I recommend painting the skirtings and architraves and doors in a white color, like vivid white, because it has no undertones and it will just create that lovely contrast. I would not go and choose another white that has an undertone, because you're just going to start creating a problem, or might not end up looking really well. Or you can paint your architrave skirtings and doors exactly in the same color that you have chosen for your walls. That is another option. And if you are working with a dark room, I recommend having as much artificial light as possible, as these colors can stand out, but they will not make your dark rooms look brighter. So beautiful choices of colors. Really, absolutely love off-white. They're just wonderful. Now let's move on to Dulux paint colors LRV 55 to 75. These colors are very popular, very, very popular amongst homeowners, designers, architects, as they have that light depth to them, and they will still bounce the light off and make the room look brighter, but they can also look very well on a kitchen cabinet. And if you create a great contrast with the white architraves and skirtings, they can stand out even more. They are great to use in bedrooms and open space areas. If you decide to paint the open space with these colors, I would not go below 60 LRV. Just because it can look a little bit too dark, but above 60 and above can look absolutely amazing. Again, when you see the LRV 60 plus, let's say 60 to 74, these colors are not for your feature wall. These colors are to be applied throughout your whole space. So you paint your walls with this. And this number is perfect for many homes, especially those that have a lot of natural light. And these colors are also great for the exterior of the home. As you can see here, these pictures are from Dulux, and I just wanted to show you that it's exactly the same color internally and externally. And you will see when I do the review, I will always say that the color externally will appear 2 to 3 shades lighter, and that is exactly what is happening here. You can clearly see that. And let me show you the colors from Dulux with the 55 to 74 range. You can see that they have the lovely depth to them, but they're still not way too dark. And yeah, they would work really well. So if you have lots of natural light, don't shy away from these colors. They are absolutely gorgeous to apply on a wall. And let's have a look at the paint colors, LRV 40 to 55. These colors have more depth, as you can see. They still reflect a reasonable amount of light into the room. And because they have more depth, they are mainly used for single rooms. So if you have your kitchen or you have your bathroom cabinets, as you can create a nice contrast, and they are perfect for exterior of the home. Oh, excuse me. So if you have a look at the color that you love, and the LRV is 40 to 55, I want you to know they are for the single rooms because they really have a lot of depth. Again, these colors are not for your feature walls. You will paint your whole house, your whole room in this color. As you can see on this photo from Dulux, the architrave skirtings and corners, they're all painted in exactly the same color. And not only that, but this beautiful stone around the fireplace has that lovely grey undertone, green grey undertone that is matching through the veins in the stone. So this is really matched to perfection. And as you can see, exterior wise, again, it looks beautiful against really lovely contrast of the black windows, and the color appears a little bit lighter. So let me show you a couple of options. As you can see, these colors are beautiful. They have that really lovely depth to them. And for me, they are absolutely perfect for bedrooms. Yeah, definitely. If you want to create that sophisticated look, a bit moody look, you can also use it in your bathrooms. It all depends what you're going for. These are the type of colors I would focus on. And let's have a look now at the colors that are below this. They would be your colors from 10 to 40 LRV. Now, colors in this range will never look too dark, but if you go below 10, they will. So if you choose the colors with the lower LRV, the color will absorb light and the space will look darker. So these type of colors would work really with big spaces and a lot of natural light. Darker colors will fade more with natural light. So if you are using these colors, it is important to remember this, and just have that in mind. These colors are not used to paint the open space living as areas, but they are great for the feature walls. So now we are talking about feature walls. So they are really good because they have enough depth in them that they can pop up and be repeated in your color scheme as a feature wall. These colors work really well for kitchen, vanities, cabinets, and a living room or dining room. And if you have a room that has a lot of natural light, darker colors will look amazing as they love to absorb as much light as possible. So as you can see here, I have shown on this photo, this is also from Dulux website. They have this feature wall in grey master. It is a very dark color, but it's absolutely beautiful and it works really well with this space. So the space still looks amazing. Like that particular color has just brought a little bit of accent to it and nice repetition of color. And let me show you, these colors look really, really lovely. I love working with them. They are dark enough but not too dark, so that's why I want you to focus on the LRV and just pay attention when you are working. So these colors, again, great for feature walls or painting your kitchen cabinets, laundry cabinets and things like that if you are doing your 2-pack kitchen. So let's have a look at the LRV 0 to 10. These colors are dark. That's it. There's no discussion, and they will reflect the least amount of light. In contrast, these colors love to absorb light. They can't get enough of light. They're very popular to use for feature walls and built-in kitchen cabinets and the exterior of the house as well, front doors. And as you can see in this photo, this bathroom looks amazing. It's painted in Dulux Domino LRV 7, and it creates the drama and elegance as well as a nice contrast from the white tiles and that beautiful repetition of color, as the floor tiles have that black color in them. But you can also see, if you pay attention, where the window is, where there is no natural light hitting that particular corner, how much darker the color is compared to, let's say, where the mirror is, where the light is bouncing off, the color is looking a little bit lighter. So you can also have a look, the depth, you can see that they're really dark. So these are the paint colors from 0 to 10. They're for your feature walls, and yeah, be careful how you use them. As I said, they absorb a lot of light, and it really needs to suit that particular space. And that is it from me for this lesson. I hope this has really helped you categorize all the LRVs. And now when you choose a paint color, I want you to go have a look at the LRV, and you can refer back to this lesson and see where I have placed them, what I have said about it, and it is really, really important. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in a color review vlog. Ciao for now.